What is up everyone, Prometheus here to do a review of Tekken 2, a classic fighting game from the 90s that revolutionized 3D fighting. Without it we wouldn't have Tekken 3, 4, or 5, and although we can say the same for Tekken 1, this one was the game that really brought a turning point for the series and for fighting games as a whole. First I will go over, obviously, the gameplay. The game lets you move around freely in a 3D environment with multiple movesets to each character. Right now I'm fighting Jack, a cyborg, while I am playing as my favorite character, Yoshimitsu. But anyways, the fighting gameplay still holds up today and still fun gameplay. Overall, the fighting of this game is excellent. You can throw kicks, you can move around freely, sidestep, jump. It fixed a lot of things from the first game, such as you were able to jump a bit too high, and now you can jump too high, therefore it's easier to... You can't jump too high, so it's easier for an opponent to hit you, making it more fair. Another improvement over the original, while it's aged better than the original, it has great graphics. I mean, yeah, it's still pretty blocky, but for the 90s, this is still pretty good. You can play this with a friend, or on the original, you can just play against a computer. Either way, the game is a great time. As you can see, I just got my butt kicked, because I am not great at Tekken. Am I gonna quit? No, I am not quitting. Let's try this again. Another aspect of the game that I'll go over is its age. Like I said, this game has aged pretty well. Like Tekken 3 and 4 and 5, they've all aged pretty well. It's still fun to play today, and I bet watching this will bring a lot of nostalgia back to old 90s gamers that were probably around like maybe 12 or 13 at this game's release, and they were amazed by just how revolutionary this game's fighting was. The turning point. This game was a turning point in 3D fighting, and without it, like I said, we wouldn't have all the great Tekken games today, including 7 and 8. Now, when it comes to flaws, this game doesn't have really many apparent flaws, at least for me so far. Maybe some people might have problems with it, but overall, this game is an amazing fighting game. And just... there's not much to talk about here. It's a great fighting game, it's aged well. It's a great fighting game, it's aged well, not too many apparent flaws. Overall, great roster. If I were to put out one complaint, I guess there's not much else to do in this game other than fighting. But that's a nitpick. This game is great. Overall, if I were to rate this out of 100, I'll give it maybe a 95, I guess. 95 out of 100. Great fighting game, aged well, revolutionary. Can't wait to play this more on the channel. And I can't wait to review other games in the series. I might get to Tekken 1, 3, and 5, possibly. I mean, of course, I'm playing 5 right now, but I'm playing Tekken 2 on Tekken 5. Back then, Tekken 5 gave you everything that you would want. All the original ones and 5. But overall, button inputs, great. It's satisfying to land a hit on the enemy, on your opponent. Great character roster. I bet anyone would love this game. If you're a fan of Street Fighter, if you're a fan of Smash Bros. And you haven't played Tekken, I recommend you go play it. Overall, 95 out of 100. This game is revolutionary. It is great. I do think that it got even better with Tekken 3, which I might do a review on another time. So, overall, yeah. Thank you for watching. If you want, you can subscribe and leave a like. If you don't want to, that's fine too. If you don't agree with this opinion, think this game is better or worse than what I've said, that's totally fine too. This is just my personal opinion. Overall, Tekken 5, or Tekken 2, classic fighting game, one of the best of the 90s, only gets better with Tekken 3. Fun, it's fun, the combat's fluid, it knows what it's trying to be, a fighting game, and it nails every aspect of what a fighting game should be. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next review.